Welcome back, guys. It was raining all night, it's been raining all morning, but mercifully, it literally, and I mean that, I use that word a lot, but this time I really mean it, literally just stopped raining. I already had my umbrella out when I came out of the station, but it stopped. Now, I'm seeing that as a sign of good luck. Another sign of good luck is the fact that the Blues and Royals are back today. I have no idea actually if some of the Blues and Royals who were back today were actually at Horseguards last night. There was an evening soiree at Horseguards last night, very formal swish event. Lots of important people, military, civilian, artistic and otherwise. Yours truly was not invited. We peasants don't get invited to such things, we all know that. But well, I'm liking the way this guy's actually managing to use the toilet in public without anybody getting upset. Luckily, the bollard is just obscuring what's dropping from behind him onto the floor. I see that as being a huge positive. People do tend to use the toilet in London without thinking. Lucky there are no kids around. Let's turn the camera away. I don't think he's got any paper there. That could be a bit of a problem. Anyway, guys, that's our very mushy, in fact, exceptionally mushy morning view. I love how hardy some tourists are there. They're just kind of like, you know what, I don't care if it's cold, I don't care if it's raining, I don't care if it's wet or overcast, I'm still going to go on the boat. The enthusiasm is quite infectious, I'm not going to lie. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. Does it mean Ormonde will be back today? I couldn't possibly tell you. However, the only way we're going to know is by heading to Horseguards to find out, I guess, isn't it? So that's what we're going to do, folks. We are going to head to Horseguards to find out. Oh, look at this, blue hair. That's amazing, actually. Wow, that really sticks out. That kind of pops against the clog massively, isn't it? Glorious, absolutely sensational. That really is an unusual colour. It's not the police, it's an ambulance. Blue hair is absolutely incredible. I admire that. Oh, I've never seen this before. Look at this, guys. There is a police boat. I wonder if that's an MOD police boat or not an MOD police boat. Probably isn't an MOD police boat, thinking about it, considering that there are no guards or horses on the River Thames. He's like, look, I'm just taking a picture of you. That'll be £85 if you'd like me to email you a copy. She's like, nah, I don't like it. Okay, so the guy's done his business, luckily, on the bridge. He's he's now got his own picture. I cannot understand how some of these tourists are not freezing cold, because it really is actually cold. First time I remember being cold outside on the street since I was in Zermatt. What was that, I don't know, a week and a half ago? Oh, we've got a bong. Several bongs. Wow. Almost like what the oh my god, what an absolute no way. I can't, oh my goodness me. He actually, did you hear that, guys? The shout behind me and then the scream. What an absolute idiot. I would have loved it if he'd actually been pulled off his bike by those tourists. He would have deserved it because the police were right there. I think he noticed that they were there and that's why he sped off so quickly. What an absolute moron. He screamed at them even though they had tiny little kids in the middle of the road. I cannot stand cyclists like that. If he did that to me, guys, he'd get the pole, I'm telling you. What an absolute idiot. It would have been so funny if you'd gotten pulled off by the tourists on the floor. It was that group of Asians that I made the toilet joke about with their kids. Completely out of order to scream at them that loudly. What does he think he is, a kingsguard? Right, let's get ourselves over the road, away from the mush. I'm hoping, secretly, that I won't need to open up my umbrella. I've got it, should the need arise, folks. It's within reach of one hand. There are not many things in life that I can do with one hand, but opening an umbrella and keeping it turgid is one of them. Okay, let's cross over. In fact, it's looking lovely. I'm just going to ignore the lights because, hey, why not? Worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to die, and if I do, I won't know about it, so no point in worrying, is there really? Any kids watching this, ignore that comment, I didn't mean it. Oh, Bible bashers.
Do you want to go see that?
Yes, guys, in America, especially those of you watching from the Bible Belt, we do call people that promote the Bible outside on the street in London Bible bashers. It's not, that might sound a derogatory term. I remember that term being thrown around since I was a kid. Right, let's get ourselves, oh my god, very peculiar character. You know what, I'm just going to stand here, guys, to film the whole video. Got the hot air coming up from the station, look. Nice and warm. Super nice and warm. Yeah, to be honest, if I'd known it was this chilly, I would have brought gloves. It's, I think about 10 or 12 degrees, something like that. A lot colder when the wind blows. But weirdly enough, it is actually a lot colder here with 10, 12 than it was as a map with a -5. Why? For the same reason it's always hotter here in the summer. That moisture. We can't win here. We've either got cold air, which is damp, or hot air, which is moist. In other words, anyone thinking of moving to London to start a new life, don't waste your time. Unless you want to be sticky and sweaty all day long, every day, all year round. Now the good news is that I'm thinking as the rain stops, and the weather isn't, for the moment at least, atrocious. It is supposed to rain again, folks. So let's not get too excited. We might get lucky with the tourists and who else turns up this morning. This lady's very, 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 very dressed up, which is a big surprise considering that 3, 2, 1, I just lost. Considering that the weather's not great, is what I was going to say. 1 second. Okay, that's done. Righty-ho, let's get across. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock as well because I would rather not miss the Blues arriving. So we're going to have the very briefest of looks at the phone box. I can't wait until the day arrives that I arrive at the phone box and there's no one there. I don't think that, as I recall, look at all these people, look, taking pictures of Big Ben, the Elizabeth Tower. I don't remember a morning when we arrived and there wasn't a single soul. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I'm pretty sure that every single day we've been out, there have been some people. And to be honest, much as I jest and make fun of the process here, I get it. If we turn, you can see what the big deal is. That's the big deal. It is a picture of a lifetime, even on a day like today when it's really horrid and mushy. That's actually a really funny look. Are we going to get a call from a world leader while she's in the phone box? That's the key question. Will the phone ring? What do we think? Nope. Sadly not. I was hoping that we might get Zelensky and Putin on the line, try and sort things out in Crimea. Right, let's make our way slowly. Oh, look at this, a lovely old Route Master Red bus pulling onto Whitehall. Open top. Few people, hardy people at the front, undercover, but the rest of the bus is empty. And it's easy to understand why on a day like this. In fact, to be honest, people, if we look around, it's surprisingly busy, isn't it? To be frank, for a day that is this unpleasant. Tourists are just unstoppable. It's funny because I never remember Paris being super busy. People tend to vanish quickly and just spend the whole day sitting in a cafe, drinking and eating. But again, it's much easier to just sit in a cafe and do nothing all day in Paris. Here we do have a lot of cafes, but it's mainly chain store stuff like Pret, nowhere near as good, wildly overpriced. Terrible quality. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's not really a surprise that we don't have a similar culture here. They've tried many times sort of, to recreate it, but it just doesn't quite work. And I understand why. I mean, it doesn't even matter where you shop in the UK, which supermarket you go to for your groceries. it never, ever, ever, ever tastes as good as when you eat in France. It's really sad, to be honest, seeing that they're so close, but hey, never mind. Even this morning I went to eat some strawberries, they're just like, bleh. Disgusting. Strawberry season is over. Okay, let's get ourselves to horse guards and wildly hope that a certain Mr. Monde is going to grace us with his majestic presence. I will honestly state, folks, that I'm not optimistic. Not because I'm an inherent pessimist, but because we know that, simply statistically speaking, he being one of roughly 100 horses, give or take, we've got probably at best, I don't know, I mean realistically, 1% chance, but when you think about the other horses that are not brought over, we've probably got about a 25-30% chance tops of seeing ORMONDE today, unfortunately. However, I do have a small surprise which will uplift you all tomorrow, guys, and that won't be the sun. Tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be a nice, crisp, beautiful day here in London. I'm not aware of any protests, but I will check tonight. However, and this is key, yeah, tomorrow is going to be lovely and bright. One of those really glorious days where everyone's happy, toys in their sunglasses, even if it's cold, guards having to squint because the sunshine is so bright. That should be tomorrow, once we finally get past this really horrid period of weather. Everyone, including myself yesterday, but weird enough I seem to pull through it very fast, is sick, coughing, spluttering all over the place. My voice might sound a teeny weeny bit different this morning, guys, just a tiny bit. I'm absolutely fine, I promise. But yesterday I was absolutely dead. Didn't get out of bed for the whole day. How weird is that? I love how the engineers fixing the phone box or tapping government telephone lines use this massive umbrella. That's a way to ensure that you don't get wet. It's in fact really, I've never seen that before, it's really smart. We'll have more of an idea of how busy or not it's going to be once we hit horse guards and see how many people are in the yard. Lest we forget, folks, the lifeguards arrived on Wednesday, today is Friday. This is only the second dismount, well actually we probably won't get a dismount this morning, looking at the weather. In fact it's the first guard change, what am I talking about, the second? It's the first guard, oh actually no, I guess it is kind of the second. Okay, let me correct myself, it's the first mounted guard change in almost a month. Obviously the Blues were here and were relieved by the lifeguards on Wednesday, but the Blues didn't leave with any horses. So this will be the first mounted changing of the guard since what? I don't know, give or take about 4 weeks ago. Just under a month. Okay, so I'm seeing lifeguard horses in the boxes. Be interested to see actually whether their faces are soaking wet and looking depressed, because the horses, even if the guards had pulled them back, they would have gotten wet without a doubt, because it was chucking it down 30 minutes ago. It's actually 5 minutes to 11. How about that for timing, people? There are many things that I don't do very well in life, but timing is not one of them. Oh god, that weirdo Fonzie guy is here again. I think he lives here. There seem to be now 3 people that live here that are here all the time, all day long, every day, which is moderately concerning. I think I would best describe it as being moderately concerning. Okay, so lifeguard horse, the King Happy, I'm not sure which horse it is. He's like, good morning everybody, good morning viewers, good morning around the world. Good morning to you as well, Mr. Horse. Okay, let's go in. So, who have we got? Ooh. One thing we have got here this morning is a lot of police. Actually, a lot of police. In fact, I count 6 already. Bing bong. And in fact, a decent-ish number of tourists as well. Complete with a somewhat vexed tour guide.
Yes, yes. You can come up to this line.
He's telling him to come up to this line here. Okay, this is pretty smart. Guys, if you're thinking about a tour in London, do not hire this tour guide. I'm being slightly facetious. I don't think they will get told to move from here, although strictly speaking everybody should be further back. Ordinarily they're not that fussy.
New guard are just coming down now if you want to.
Not a long guard though, no? Not a long guard?
Oh, I couldn't see from that distance. They're just coming around the corner at the moment.
I don't want to get called out like last time because I'm 99% certain they're not going to dismount, are they? Because of the weather.
And they might be in the long...
Yeah, I'm thinking they'll be in winter order, probably straight in the stables, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, as I got it last time and missed it, I'm going to stay in here this time.
Okay. I'll see these.
Yeah, just waiting to see if it's Ormonde, fingers crossed. Okay, will it be Mr. Mond? I don't know, guys. Let's find out. Okay, let's get ourselves nice and forward.
The regiment Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Hey, you're going to get a free guide, everybody. Free tour with this chap. Courtesy of London City Walks. Yeah, seeing quite a bit of movement behind the gates actually this morning. Good amount of movement. Police graze at the front, just coming over across the parade ground. That's going to be up next. Police are looking a bit sort of vexed this morning about something. I was right, guys. The lifeguards do have their long cloaks on. In fact,
we're going to have a guard change.
I'm not actually sure. I don't remember when they officially changed into winter order. Anybody want to pop it in the comments?
I haven't seen this for a month.
I'm reasonably certain that these fellows here are not going to be staying here for long. As long as we get it sort of unobstructed, that's the goal.
Come over here. You can probably...
Actually, wait, I'm just thinking, is this the best site if they're going to dismount? Yes, this is the best site. We need to be far enough back to get all of the blazes and potentially to see whether it's Ormonde. If I go onto that corner, which they might close anyway, we might get the horses coming around the corner, but I'll be too close to get really good shots of the full horse. So yeah, let's stick with this. Meanwhile,
Normally they change out the back. We'll go there anyway.
bing bong, there it is.
Here we go.
Right, everybody being ushered back. Oh, tour guys, and get your cameras ready. Yep, let's get my camera ready by getting in the middle of the tunnel. Right, here they come, ladies and gents. Will we have Mr. Mond? As I said before, instinctively I'm thinking no. Blues and Royals back. Oh, riding 3 abreast, folks. Look at this. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the horses are sodden. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, he's not here. Unless I missed him. At least we caught it right this time about the riding straight in with no dismount.
When you finish filming the backside of the horses,
Lovely. We got that nice and cleanly, didn't we, folks? I was trying to look at all of them. I might have missed one horse, but I'm 90% certain we did not see Ormonde in that group. That's a hell of a lot of blues. Unless it just looks like it's more because they're riding 3 abreast. I didn't actually remember them.
Right, yeah.
I don't remember them riding 3 abreast through the tunnel before. Is that the first time we've seen it? It's normally 2.
No, that's the trooper I was talking about Monday, called to the coppers.
Yeah.
When he recognised them coming, he said they were, I forget what order it's called, but he noticed a different order. That's why he knew they were coming straight through.
Ah,
So,
okay. Interesting, in fact, all these little anomalies, little quirks.
But the fact the main bunch hadn't stayed out the back,
Yeah.
there's not going to be any salutes. So
Plus, the fact that we've now got, what, 25 odd horses in the stables. They're going to have to get, I'm guessing they put all the blues horses at the back, wait for the lifeguard horses to come out of the stables, leave before they can even swap them over and stable the blues horses.
Yeah, this is what I'm waiting to see now.
Yeah, I can see like the horses are not happy already. They're all jigging around. There's barely enough space at the back for 15, let alone 25 odd. So the horses are having fun, guys. Lifeguard horses chit-chatting with their Blues and Royals fellows, which, to be honest, doesn't happen that much, bearing in mind they're stabled completely separately at Hyde Park. No, I didn't actually even hear him move.
No.
Well, where did he go? To the front?
Must have gone out the front for some
Oh wait,
reason.
doing rounds at what, 11?
Weird.
Everything's a bit unusual this morning, isn't it? What time is it? Yeah, 11:01. It was very quiet though, wasn't
I
it?
read my comments from the other day.
Which video do you remember?
Well, it's the one with all the changes in the morning.
Okay.
They changed for the curiosity comment.
Oh yes, yeah.
Then they changed again at 12,
Yep.
which isn't normal.
Exactly.
And then you was left. I came back at 1. They changed at 1.
Again.
So that's 3 changes in the space of 2 hours.
I don't understand it. I really got no clue. I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of it comes down to simply, do they feel like doing this, and they just do it. The sort of rhyme and rhythm we had last year is kind of out the window.
Well, the fact they haven't paraded out the back.
And that.
So there's something different going on today.
But my God, how many flipping tourists are there? It's absolutely packed again.
Yeah.
Madness. The thing is.
I'm just discussing.
So yeah, it's interesting actually because a friend of mine who's here, who is a bit of a connoisseur of these matters, the rhyme and rhythm, etc., is very much surprised about how different some things have been. He's often here when I finish. He doesn't film. He's a local, so he's often here as a fan. Talking about fans, folks, no, they haven't installed any fans in the boxes. However, a couple of tourist fans did try to get in the boxes the other day, and it didn't go very well, as you saw. Now, I knew when I filmed it that part 2 from Wednesday, which was posted yesterday, I knew it was going to be controversial. I'll be honest, folks, I did very briefly think about just binning it and not posting it at all. But at the end of the day, the way that I see these things is that change has been affected, quite dramatic and relatively frequent change has been affected over the course of the past year on several occasions. Now, that change has got nothing at all to do with me. That change has got to do with public perception of the way things work here. In other words, if people think they can come here and take the you-know-what, they're going to do it. Simple as that. So the more that things going wrong are highlighted, it's actually a positive thing. Because if they were all, things happening here, if everything was positive all the time, there would be no changes. They would not have reworded the signs, they would not have added the pictogram, they would not have painted the box. You know, it's a huge positive, ladies and gents, the fact that so many changes have happened. And this morning, give us the first look, a little peek inside the box. I mean, they really did a good job, didn't they, of repointing the stones. It's lovely and flat. It looks to me, actually, folks, to be quite honest with you, that you could fry an egg on those stones in the summer without it dripping out onto the pavement. I have no idea if it's completely flat and level, but it certainly looks it. Massive improvement to what was there before. Okay, so I'm going to be in the yard because at some point, obviously, we're going to have the blues horses coming out to relieve their lifeguard colleagues. Now, the interesting thing is that, as you can see, guys, it's absolutely packed. Almost everybody that's here at the moment is going to get told to move. In fact, not almost everybody, because right now they're on the second white line. I'm just on the first white line. I'm a little tiny bit in front of the second white line, which I'm kind of tempted not to move from. The annoying thing is we've got no idea how long it's going to take. Instinctively, I think they're going to do it quickly, just because of the fact that there isn't nowhere near enough space to stable 20 plus horses. I can't remember, but I seem to remember there being. Sorry, I seem to recall there being, 14 odd stalls, including the officers' stalls at the back, give or take. 6 or 8 on the left through the gate. I think 3 or 4 on the right, and a couple at the front, the bigger kind of double-sized stalls where the horses can turn for the officers' mounts. But the thing is, if they tell all of these people to get back behind the second line, there's not physically enough space here. As Miss City Wonders right there, London City Wonders. Okay, so we can watch a free tour again, guys. Look, she's explained this is the lifeguards. Oh, too late, she's already left. In her lifeguard-inspired raincoat, no doubt. Imagine being this guy, look. Doesn't matter where you go, anywhere in the world, anywhere in life, you can see things that other people can't see. In fact, he can probably see so far in the future that he could outfox Elon Musk. One thing I have noticed though, wasn't sure we'd get it this morning because of the weather. The horses do seem very, very, very relaxed. Now, is it just because they've had a break, or is it because of the fact that the boxes are nice and flat, they're clean, and everything just feels a little bit better? I have no clue. Guys, what do we do? I wish I had all of you here to take an immediate straw poll, because right now I really don't want to move and lose this spot, but at the same time, if I don't move, I could be here for ages. See? Even he got tired of waiting. Look, he's gone for breakfast. I don't think for the moment it's worth focusing on the horses at the front. It's the same. They're the same horses that we saw on Wednesday. And of course we would love to see the Blues and Royals horses. That's why there are, and I'm not exaggerating, you can see hundreds of tourists here also eagerly awaiting the Blues and Royals. Really extraordinary thing to see, isn't it, folks, that it's this popular, this much interest. That said, I'm not even seeing the guards mounted in the stable area, so I have no idea how long they're going to take. Let's have a little wander. Worst way we might just kind of squish back into the yard. The view from the back of the boxes, folks, you can see how much of a difference there is. The interesting thing is, actually, I don't know whether or not any boxes like this anywhere in the world have any kind of drainage, because if, for example, there were a way to spray the mess into a little mini drain in the front, then that would leave the boxes pretty much clean and clear all the time. Yeah, this is what the police eye view over the crowds here in the yard. Look at it. Incredible, eh? Now, the interesting thing is that the police horses at the back, actually, you know what? We need to go and have a look at the police horses, because at the moment they can be approached because there's no guard on the parade ground. I think the entire troop rode in. Let's have a look. Should try to zoom through here quickly before the deluge of people starts one way or another. Everyone in the tunnel waiting for the lifeguards to leave. It's going to take a good while. They've got a long wait. Extraordinary, isn't it, guys, that there is this much interest in our magnificent soldiers. The two police beauties, I've noticed, is a very interesting aspect.
Let's go and stand in the...
I'm not going to march across the front. Oh, there's the plain unmarked police vehicle. Keep an eye on me and everyone else. Not that I need to be kept an eye on, folks. I'm a good boy, I promise. Oh, some teachers have even brought a massive school group over. Hopefully by the time I get back into the yard, the two Blues boxmen will at least be mounted in the stable area and ready. But hey, if we can't get super close to the Blues horses, let's have a look at these two beauties. That's actually quite the view, isn't it, to be honest? In fact, I'm going to take a picture of that. That's a very rare view, because ordinarily, obviously, the guard are with the officers. What an interesting shot, eh? Okay, I've got a couple of pictures. Really beautiful, though. It looks to me like the horse was shivering. I mean, obviously he isn't shivering, but it looks as though he was shivering. Let me just see if I can find out the names of these two. We will have seen them before. A lot of you will be saying, like, John, it's blah, blah, and blah, blah. Wait, hold on, the officer's having a conversation, which it's not my right to interrupt. I don't know how long we're going to be here, though. 1 second. Let me see if I can ask. Officer, can I ask the name of the two horses? Can I ask the names of the horses? Oh, Wilfred. Oh, it's Ziggy. That's it. That's the one. Ziggy. Oh, he's a cutie. How big is this horse? 17. Yeah, beauty, absolute beauty. 17 hands. Well, there we go, folks. We got it. Fantastic. And I didn't have to interrupt them. How lucky is that? Okay, let's get back inside. I'll go back in now. The blues horses are already in the boxes. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Right, 1 second. Let's ignore the school group. I have little kids here. Wait, I'm walking around. Just in front of me, guys, beyond the statue, a lot of you will already know it, but I thought I'd point it out for those of you that don't, is the entrance to the Household Cavalry Museum. There it is. HCAV Museum, right there. Very, very easy to find for all of you visiting London for the first time and not quite aware of where it is. I'm hoping the officer's going to let me cross over. Let me just see if there's no traffic in the tunnel. I think it'll be okay to cross. Yep, it is. Luckily, you can see how much it was raining overnight though, folks. Look at this. Mushy, very mushy. God, the water's super deep. I've got waterproof boots on, but wow. Musharoo. Everybody seems to have vanished from the tunnel. Where did they all go? I think maybe a lot of people got fed up with waiting and just left. And I can't actually say that I blame them. Sometimes it's a hell of a long wait because it's a bit of a game of Tetris in the stable area here when there are 2 troops worth of horses. There's simply not enough space for them all. And they still haven't mounted up the blues. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the front. If and when we hear a bit of noise, action, motion, I'll come back in. I just knew that if I stood in the yard, it wouldn't happen, but if I walked off, it would happen. Super numbers though, here. Very much so. Now, the thing is, we don't know what instructions the troopers have been given from their superiors, from their commanding officers. Okay? Instinctively, if I had to guess, I'm not a betting man, but instinctively, because of what we've seen, my money would be on you decide. You know the horse. You know that if you would like to shout, you're welcome to shout, but that there isn't a compulsion to shout. That, I think, is what we're seeing here. The reason I'm thinking that is the most likely scenario, twofold. One, there is no way on earth a lot of the troopers would be ignoring new rules that they've been told to enforce. They just wouldn't do it. Why? Because they'd be up on a charge. And secondly, they would get massive pressure from their fellow trooper colleagues. What the hell? No, whoa. Some little kid just grabbed the officer's weapon. Do you hear that? I'm not sure if the microphone picked it up. Officer saying don't touch and his parents saying don't touch. He just walked over to the officer, put his hand on the gun. What the hell? Like, I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. Almost as shocked as I am about the fact that in front of me there may be, I don't know, 200 people, but behind me there are even more. I came back in because the police started telling everybody to get back. However, now I'm in the yard, no one's moving. Even the massive dude, the really tall dude, is not moving. Oh, hold on a second, hold on, wait. Let's have a look and see if the troopers are mounted up. I don't think they are. No, they're still not mounted up. Actually, wait, here they come, folks. Here come the first 2 Blues and Royals. Right, I'm getting myself way back to avoid getting in trouble here. And the problem now, look at this, look. Everyone that's on the line is now going to get super upset that everyone else is going to stand in front of them. Look at this. He's trying to argue. Like what? He's actually trying to tell the officer that there's the white line.
Hello, you guys in the back, move back, please.
We knew it, didn't we? We knew it was going to be like this. Is that good or bad? No, but I mean, this is just completely ridiculous, no? I mean, everyone's coming along to see or hope to see Ormonde, but he's not there. Sadly, no Ormonde. Oh my gosh, look at this.
I've been trying to explain to people. No idea what's going on this morning.
I don't understand how they don't understand the white line that's behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you've got 3 officers trying to tell everybody to move back.
And that guy's still got a gun out.
Oh. Oh, loving this. Look at this. He said, move back or I'll send you out the yard. I mean, there are 4 of them. They could take an arm each and a leg each, couldn't they, and start dragging people out one by one. Definitely. Ouch. I'm really hoping we're not going to get in trouble for being a kind of not really buying the line, but kind of... In fact, strictly speaking, we're breaking the rules right now, aren't we?
No, I did get in trouble once. That the lady couple once kept saying behind my arm, I'm standing here. And it was talking to me.
The thing is, I like her because she's really, really firm and fair with everybody.
Yeah, no, she's good, yeah.
But I haven't seen her for a while.
No.
It's been a good couple of months, I would say. Wow. I think, guys, what happened is that so many people that were waiting for some time on the line and understandably didn't want to move because they've now got no view. People that were on the line are now about 10 tourists back behind the line. Oops, never mind.
My people are chaperoning, I think they've disappeared now.
They're stuck in the corner. To be honest, I actually like it when they don't push them that hard and then the trooper comes out and uses the horse. One way or another they're going to move, aren't they?
Yeah.
Such a pity about Ormonde. That is a real tragedy, ladies and gents.
Not here,
I'm 99% certain he was not in that group. Plus we've got no other group out the back, so do not worry, guys. He's not been sent to an abattoir in France. Okay, I know a lot of you have been worried about that. We've heard rumours that he's been sold to the French for a royal stew, but it's not happened. Promise. He's still at Hyde Park. The Blues are really making everybody wait, aren't they? Look, massive anticipation here about what's going to happen. Oh. Somebody just I just made a jump. Somebody just jumped a lot when the gates opened. I mean, I get the apprehension. It's kind of exciting, I guess. I feel quite privileged, guys, to bring you a front row seat view today without anyone in front of the camera. You saw how busy it is. That flickering light, folks, is because they had a very, very late night party after the unveiling of the bronzes. Apparently, Carl Cox was on the decks. Right, here they come. Oh wait, that's not Ormonde, is it? No, it's not. Sadly, it's not. Nope. Oh, hold on just a moment, guys. I think... One second, I'm trying to hold it still. That's odd, isn't it, actually, in this weather, yeah? No cloaks. We've got I think it's him. A very popular troop on the right. I wonder what they're thinking, and also what the horses are thinking when they see this many people. Look at this beauty. I swear we haven't seen this one before. That's a very, very unique marking. That star. Majestic. Hey, look, hundreds of smartphones in the air. You think you were at a Taylor Swift concert, to be honest, wouldn't you? Popularity is mind-boggling. I never remember being like this. This many people with their phones in their filming. It's so popular that I know. Extraordinary.
Oh, they changed the shift, right?
They changed the regiment. This regiment lifeguards have finished. The new regiment in the dark blue are the Blues and Royals.
Oh.
Here's the fun moment when the guy can come out.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
Changing, do you know?
No, they've just changed the regiment. Folks, get ready for it. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, he could have massively screamed in their faces. He really could have done, but he didn't. he just chose to push through. That was actually really funny. I really thought he was going to scream loudly, but for whatever reason he decided not to in the end. Let's see which gatesman the Blues have got, folks. The tourists have closed up that gap they just left a moment ago again. Let me get out of everybody's way. Don't want to get in any tourist shots, it's not really fair. Well, this is the point at which everybody swarms forward. Look at this, look. Get ready for it. Look. Oh my good lord, it's crazy busy here today. I haven't seen this many peasants, guys, since I watched Les Miserables. Okay, we're going to get the Blues walking right into the camera. Ho, ho, ho. Good morning, troopers. Oh, loving. Oh, okay, we've got some familiar, experienced faces. Yeah, this is good. This bodes very well for gatesman duties today. There we are. So that is the lifeguards finished, relieved. Interesting enough, Blues not in their cloaks. I find that interesting because the weather forecast for today is rain. Plus it's actually really cold, so I'm genuinely surprised the Blues have turned up without their cloaks. I mean, they arrived in their cloaks. I'm surprised they removed the cloaks. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here we go, just finishing up. And then our brand new gatesman will emerge. There will not be a massive shout by the gatesman because the officers are too on it this morning in terms of telling people to make a space. Right, that's done. Gatesman, chitsmen from the lifeguards have been relieved. Here comes our Blues and Royals gatesman. As I said, guys, there will not be a big shout, I'm sure, because there are too many police here. They would have told everybody to make a space. I'm not sure I recognise this fellow. Yeah, the police officer, look, is telling everybody to move. Wait, sorry. Yeah, nice and clean, straight through. So, excuse me. Okay, there we are. He made it straight to the arches.
Don't they look wonderful?
Boom.
I never get tired of seeing this.
You've got a lot of appreciation from the copper there.
Oh, did you really? Oh, okay.
Our cavalry.
Does he look like fucking new? No, don't recall
5
this.
regiments, I'll talk about
Not too good.
the ones who do the chain of
I know
guard.
places to win.
They protect all the
Yeah, I
royal
think he's a
palaces
new one.
in London.
Right, let's see.
Could be no medal, no coronation.
Ah,
medal.
that as well, actually. Yeah, good point. No medals. Interesting. Right, let's see. Right, see you a bit later. Cheers, Barry. Okay, I'm really trying to be careful here not to bump into anyone. Kids, adults, buggies, whatever. I will try, if I can, folks, and it's not going to be easy because there are just too many people, to get the lifeguards riding out. But my priority, obviously, this morning is what's happening at the front and to see what sort of response and enforcement levels we get from the Blues and Royals boxmen. I think I will probably, in all honesty, actually, let me just see who it is on the horse here. Actually, it's not the fellow I thought it was. Very, very similar to another trooper. Looking thoroughly magnificent, I must say. Look at this. We're a little bit zoomed in, I hadn't even realised it. Let me get into a good spot in front. There we are. Now, oh god, it's starting to rain, folks, would you believe it? Just my luck. Okay, let's see if we can ID the horse. Not optimistic, I'll be honest, people, but let's see. Amazingly to see the Blues and Royals back in the box. The horse just nodded. Did you see that, guys? Honestly, the horse just nodded when I said that. Now, look, his ears are perking up. He's like, welcome back. Horsey, welcome back to you, boss. Right, let's see if we can get the hoof number, guys. Hold on. Trouble is, it's I've got like some water on my phone screen, so it's very, very hard to zoom in. I've got an idea of which horse it is. Let me open the list. and read it out to you, while some tourists don't get in the box. There'll be a part 2 this morning, guys, focusing on the boxman, so do not stress if we don't capture too much in part 1. Just a moment. Right, I think. Oh. I have no idea how the Blues and Royals boxman will respond. That to me looks like she's in the box. Of course, I believe, and again, folks, it's really difficult to be 100% certain when the numbers are a bit mushy. I'm pretty sure it's Thor, this horse. Feel free to correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's Thor. Massive number of Chinese tourists here today, actually. I'll have a quick look at the other one, because once everybody leaves the yard and floods to the front, there'll be no space at all to get even close to the boxman. I don't actually recognise this boxman. That doesn't mean he's new, it just means that I don't recognise him. Here we are, let's see. So we're on the side with the sign. Golly gosh, ladies and gents, it is chilly this morning. However, I'll be glad to see feet are outside the box, look, on both sides. It's going to happen. Good morning. It's going to happen when there's such a large crowd of people pushing and thronging that there's not really enough space to avoid somebody getting pushed into the box. That's when things will get interesting. And if somebody goes to touch the horse, because the problem is that even with this new box, it's very easy to still touch the horse. I can't yet get close enough to take a picture of this horse's hoof number because there's a line of 5 other people filming to my right. Unsurprisingly. Ping pong. At least for the moment, everybody's behaving themselves. Boss, you're right in my camera. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, he's left his luggage. Let's see. I mean, strictly speaking, he's in the box, but we don't know what's going to happen, do we? If only everyone, and I mean everyone in both regiments, were as absolutely hammer-like as those first 2 lifeguard troopers on Wednesday. That glorious consistency we saw those 2 history-making troopers. They didn't even realise they made history. Oh, lots of the Frenchies behind me. They realise that there is somebody here with the TikTok live. And luckily enough, they're not going to be silly and start dancing in front of the horse like the other day. I just noticed a very interesting thing in the yard. What's this, folks? What on earth is that purple thing there on the floor? That's very weird. I have no idea actually whether or not the police have noticed it. There's like some weird little purple thing on the floor. I'm going to go mention it to them actually because it doesn't look as though it's supposed to be there. Very curious. Problem is actually they look like they're really busy right now with the tourists and stuff in the yard because that's just odd. Let's look at it from the other side. Very curious. What is that, folks? What do we think that is? I have absolutely no idea what that is. The guard seemed a bit vexed that I was poking the camera toward the fence, understandably. There's no one I can mention it to right now, so I guess it's going to have to wait. I mean, I dare say they've seen it on the CCTV, so it probably isn't anything important, but it just looks wildly out of place. Very curious. Lifeguards are taking ages, aren't they, to get mounted up to ride out. Oh my good lord, there are like so many new people here, folks. It's ridiculous. I say so many new people, I mean just like some very weird looking people that are holding a gimbal. I think everyone and anyone has realised now that if they turn up here and film this, yes, they'll get some views, they'll get some people watching it, etc., etc. But I think they're thinking that for whatever weird reason, if they do, they're going to get rich. And I don't understand where that fallacy has come from, because it's an absolute nonsense. I wonder if everybody thinks that if they film a bit of, horse guards and some horses, get some views, they're going to end up being the next Mr. Beast. It's like, hello, it doesn't work like that. Second, if you're filming it silently, not saying anything, then fundamentally, it's probably a little bit less interesting. Oh, sorry guys, got a lot of people walking in front of the camera this morning, like a lot. And way too many new people. To be honest, actually, I think it might not be a bad thing if so many new people arrive and start getting so much in the way that the tourists are not able to get anywhere near the horses. I think that will be the point, the tipping point at which everybody gets banned. And I personally would not have a problem with that. Hello, horsey. It's a damn shame actually that we can't name this one. Horse, the hoof story is very clear, but I can't get directly in front. Too many people in the line, including the Chinese Fonzie. I don't like to stand in the line, it just looks weird, the optics are odd. Anyway, here come the lifeguards, departing. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest, folks, why there are so many umbrellas up. It's not even raining. Horseguards 3D this morning, eh? Wow. Crazy. This dude over here in the green coat. I think the guy asked the guard if he's allowed to go closer beyond the chain. Obviously the guard's like, no you can't. Shaking his head. That looks a bit weird, to be honest. Obviously he's going to push himself over, no? For us. Where are you from, guys? Where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
You're Kazakhstan? Вы говорите по-русски, да? Ah, хорошо. What did you say to the guard? What did you ask the guard if you can go closer for a picture? When you spoke to the soldier, what did you say?
Я по-русски говорю.
Я могу немножко по-русски язык, чуть-чуть. Не говори по-английски, нет? Извините. Спасибо.
А вы откуда?
Я жил здесь, я жил в Москве long time ago. Yeah, long time ago.
Это что? Какое мероприятие было, которое лошади?
Oh, okay. So at the front, you're asking about the horses. Okay, so they've left. The horses have left. They've gone back to barracks in the High Park. Those horses with the red soldiers, they're finished. They're done. So they left to ride back to like the home place where all the horses
Это
stay.
видеоблог, да?
Да, это 1 second. Это YouTube.
На YouTube, да?
Да. Это.
Он сидит. Вы снимаете, да?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys will be in the video. You're in today's video.
Thank you.
All good? Спасибо, guys. Очень приятно. Good to meet
Меня
you.
тоже приятно.
See you. Super nice, in fact. Kazakh guys, military Kazakh guys, interestingly enough. Didn't realise that at first. That's maybe why he felt a little bit more able to be a bit cheeky with the guard. Did he mention that purple thing? Sorry, can I just notice that? I don't know. I noticed that purple thing over there that would look. Oh, is it? Okay, I thought I'd better mention it. Okay. It's been left over there from the event last night. That weird purple thing on the floor. Okay, so welcome, guys. Welcome anyone else that is watching from spectacularly, naturally beautiful Kazakhstan. Damn, it's annoying that my Ruski Yazik is so rusty. 5 years ago, I could have had a good conversation with them, по-русски, but not anymore. I might actually, guys, at some point, if I do decide to do this in a European part of the channel, I will go to Russia. I know a lot of you want to say, but it's not in Europe. But hey, I mean, it's kind of half in Europe. I would love to show you guys around Moscow. Oh, not sure what's going on here. Something. Anyway, yeah, welcome, guys, to the channel. Good to meet you. Спасибо большое. Oh, this pro is waving to the horse. Is that's my horse? Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to tell you. I think he asked the guard what he asked me. Where were the horses going? The ones that the lifeguards. Where did they go? Why were they leaving? That was his question, which unfortunately I couldn't really answer in Russian. Damn it. I still want to get an idea on the other horse in this part, ideally. Oh, it's really cute to see people edging forward. Look, right on the line, like 1 inch away from breaking the unofficial rules. Love the look on that guy's face. You can tell he's enamoured by the beauty of the horse. And thought is something of a beauty. For some reason, actually, and I know it's not going to last. Obviously, the cobbles are nice and light coloured now because they've been reappointed. But repointed, sorry, not reappointed, repointed. The brickwork has been repointed. But once they get all dark and dirty again, I think the police horses are coming through. It won't look quite as picturesque. Actually, the police horses are not coming out. I wonder why they've opened the gates. Hold on. These bollards, honestly, at some point they're going to have to probably replace them. Look, there's someone else here. Apparently they've broken again. This guy's a workman. He's on the phone talking about whether or not the bollard will go up and down. In the middle of the road, I've just noticed this fellow as well, guys. It's the doorman, or one of the doormen, from Raffles. Look, trying to get a taxi for a rich customer who doesn't want to get their nice little Chanel 2-piece wet. Hey, I can understand that. Right, 1 second. Let's see if we can get that hoof number. Can't see it with a naked eye, but let's have a little look. This horse has got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful marking. In fact, borderline unique. Let's have a look. Oh, everybody I'm hearing speaking Russian today. Is it a Russian day? Maybe there's a holiday. Alright, I see the number, I think. Oh. Okay, now... Wait. I'm going to move back a minute in a second. Before giving you the name, guys, because there are too many people next to me that will hear it. Let's just say this is a horse we haven't seen for a good amount of time. In fact, so long, I'm going to take a picture of him while I'm here. I would say it's been months since we've seen this horse. I'm not really keeping the horsey diary these days, but I don't remember seeing him for a long time. He is an absolute beauty. think I just got a couple of amazing pictures of this horse. If I move the phone away, guys, so people can't hear me. The horse is Norseman. I'm 99% certain it's Norseman. We have seen him before, a long time ago. Very, very, very distinctive. Very distinctive, that mark. Which I'm guessing is it a star, people? I'm guessing it is. I mean, it looks like a star. He's spectacularly beautiful. I mean, really, super kind looking eyes. The horse that is, folks, not the trooper. Although I'm sure he's also a lovely fellow. I'm also genuinely surprised that despite it hanging behind me, no one has yet tried to steal my umbrella. Lucky me. Now, the interesting thing is going to be what happens when the palace crowd arrive. Now, shortly I'll be finishing up with part 1. And there will be a part 2 if we get a massive palace deluge. I'm not optimistic, to be honest, because I think probably there would have been a wet mount at the palace, and a lot of those people are the people that ended up in the yard here. So I don't think we're going to get a deluge. If there will be a part 2, it will be linked in the description of this video below. But I'm pretty optimistic from what we've seen and the way the troopers are, standing their horses way outside the box, right in the middle, that if we do get people taking the you-know-what or overtly breaking the rules, I think we'll get some serious shouts. I think rigid discipline, folks, is what we can expect from the Blues and Royals. Tomorrow, we will know for sure, because it's going to be sunny, and after a week of rain and mush, it will be packed, absolutely packed. I'm sure it will be packed outside generally, including here on Horseguards. So not long to wait until we find out just how stern the enforcement is going to be here at Horseguards. They chose some real nice horses to bring back though. Great to see Thorn, that Norseman, wow. In fact, he's probably got the most distinctive facial markings of all of the Blues and Royals horses, except for Ormonde. Interesting enough, in the yard, let's see, there's one officer in the yard. Oh, hold on, maybe I spoke too soon about the palace crowd. Look, this is the first lot arriving from Buckingham Palace. Now, in terms of the troopers, just notice that this trooper is going to do his rounds at the time there's a massive number of people in the centre of the yard. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, it was almost me. Oh, there's me thinking that everyone else is going to get in trouble. It was almost me. He took it super wide. Annoying, somebody's playing super loud videos. Oh. Mr. Banana Yellow Mac had a very narrow escape. I do wonder though, actually, if you're going to choose to dress as a fruit, I would go with a strawberry, maybe a kiwi, a banana. Come on, be more creative. The tourists are doing a good job of getting themselves out of the way pretty quick. Look at this. This girl's like, hello. She's kind of like, how can I help you? I'm busy getting a picture here with my friend. Actually, I better get myself out of the way. Because right now I'm in a precarious position. Wow. Oh, we did get a make way. There it was. Blondie got a make way. Oh my gosh, a sea of umbrellas. It's not even raining. They look delighted actually. The girls look super happy that that just happened. Loving the trooper's tash. I was going to call him Tash Man, but I can't because we've already got a Tash Man. Oh, Thor's like, what do you mean? Happy families, look on the left. Tourists are actually making a genuine effort to not go into the box. Quite a good thing to see on the whole. Oh, there's Fonzie over there on the right. We're standing with umbrellas, guys. It's not even raining. I don't understand it. Very curious. Anyway, oh, I was wondering what's going on there. He almost caught the chain with his boot. Right, let's have a quick look at who we've got in the yard, folks, before I finish up. It's actually starting to rain. So within probably 5 minutes from now, it's going to be umbrella weather. Okay, so that is our Schützmann today. Familiar face, seen him here many times. Actually, yeah, it is just starting to rain now. I wonder if the police have gotten out of the rain as well. God, what a mushy morning. I really feel for the horses, the lifeguard horses. They're probably, let me think, actually they're probably, if not back at barracks, they're probably very close to barracks by now. It's about a 20-minute give or take ride past the palace, through Wellington Arch, Hyde Park Corner, into the park, turn left toward the barracks. So they might just have missed the deluge. I did wonder why a few people have popped their umbrellas open, but yep, here comes the rain, ladies and gents, which, to be honest, I didn't mind, because I'm now finishing up, which is a huge positive. I think we timed it just right this morning, and I'm glad that I made the effort to come out, because I was massively on the fence, unsure about whether or not it was going to rain today. And as you can see right now, it is an absolute sea of umbrellas. Look at this. Dozens and dozens of people still here watching, loitering, enjoying the horses, but a very, 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 very unpleasant morning, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's hope that this is the last of it, people. Now, from tomorrow, we might turn a corner and go back to having some fairly decent-ish weather. The heat's gone, that's not coming back until next year, but as long as we get some sunshine, I'd be happy with -5 as long as it's in the sun. Oh, guy's still on the phone about the bollards. Right, one last little look at Norseman, Mr. Norseman, here he is. And on the whole, I would say that almost everybody is taking pretty good care to be respectful and keep a distance. You know, when you consider the numbers that are here this morning, even though it's still raining, it's got to be a positive coming, hasn't it, really? Our last few lucky tourists, guys, before I finish up. We've got a good group shot there, actually. That'll be our closing shot. Oh, this lady just photobombed it. Ta-da! Well done, lads. That's the way to do it. So we have it, folks, from a very, 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 very mushy morning. In fact, look at all the leaves on the floor. Look, autumnal leaves already fallen. An absolute mush all over the floor here. But yeah, this is our closing shot, guys. A sea of umbrellas, extremely unpleasant weather, but troopers and the horses are looking absolutely splendid. They really are. And that has got to be a positive. I'm sure we'd all agree. Anyway, guys, back soon. Bye for now, people.